All right, ladies and gents, welcome back. Sean with Blue Ridge Silverhound. It's been a while since we did any sort of top list. I have a good one here for you. So long as we're kind of like waiting for 2025 coinage to drop into circulation. If you would guess, we are at the beginning of the year still, toward the end of January. It's a good topic when Lincoln Cents are involved. It's everybody's favorite series, mine included. It's very deep. There's a lot of dates, that you could collect into. There's really no wrong way, and it's a series for all budgets. You could go as inexpensive as you want to collecting Lincoln Cents, or you could go balls to the walls and spend tens of thousands of dollars in really putting together an epic collection, of varieties and various different types of high-grade specimens and things like that. In this particular video, I wanted to talk about 3 dates specifically that have been trending in a kind of like wildfire-esque trajectory over the last 12 to 24 months. I'm talking about 3 particular coins, varieties, dates, BU rolls that are just simply going out of control. And this is going to give you guys a little bit of kind of like that treasure hunt, appetite as we go on through 2025 and beyond, because these particular dates that we are going to cover in this video are so incredibly desired. They are beloved by enthusiasts of the Lincoln Cent series, but also to other coin collectors as well. So we are going to talk about the top 3 Lincoln Cents that collectors are going out of their way to obtain at any cost. The prices are shooting through the roof, but there could be opportunities for a lot of you to find some of these coins cheaper than you normally would, say, if you bought it online or experience what the true market value is going to be for some of these pieces. So I look forward to sharing this information with you. Now we do, talk about my secondary selling platform called Whatnot. Okay. What we're covering so far at the beginning of the year of 2025, we're going to be giving away a 1 ounce gold eagle 999 fine, baby. We are doing a 3-month sweeps starting March 4th on the platform when they launch their new quarter for the rewards program. Not only that, we're going to be giving away a bunch of other great things for each individual tier in that rewards program. But at the top level, you could score yourself a 1 ounce gold eagle, courtesy of your boy Blue. It's unprecedented. This is the first time that we're going to be giving away a gold eagle. So it's going to be important for you guys to sign up today, if not for nothing. Sign up today. You see 2 QR codes there. And, I did take into account, you guys, if you're left-handed or right-handed, we have 2 of them on screen. Go ahead and use any which one that you choose. Sign up today under my link, under my code, and I will give you $15 off your first item. It couldn't be easier. It's awesome. You could pick up silver for cheaper than what you normally would. Might as well take advantage of this little bit of a dip in the precious metals market. And of course, your boy Blue has coin auctions every Friday. We got one today, as a matter of fact. We have silver giveaways every single stream that we go live. We are on at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Come check us out tonight and every other Friday, because it's going to be awesome. We are looking forward to it. All right, so we are going to go ahead and jump into this top 3 list. All right, so go ahead and get your pen and paper handy. You're going to be taking a little bit of notes, because what I'm about to deliver to you, curated, amazing information, so that way you guys can take advantage of the market today and you can enjoy the hobby maybe that much more. Okay, we're going to start things off here. Our first date, and of course we're going to have this date on here, right? This is a worthwhile acquisition if you could find 1972 Lincoln Memorial Cents. The big draw with this particular date, and the reason why that it is even on this list, has to do with 9 top Cherry Picker's Guide varieties. They're all doubled die obverses, and each one is special in its own right. We're talking about some incredible varieties here. Check out the images that we used for the 1972 Lincoln scent. And this is a variety. This is actually the FS 101 doubled die obverse. It's a coin that, honestly, I have a lot of great success finding these with the naked eye. They are that strong. Look at In God We Trust, Liberty, the date. You know exactly why this one's here. It's probably one of the strongest doubled dies in the series. You know, if it wasn't for that 1955 or the 69S, of course, this one would be right atop the list because it's that nice. These coins are incredibly sought after among variety collectors, among type collectors. They're worth hundreds of dollars, if not into the thousands. Grade, of course, plays a huge role in these. 1972, okay, you got to know this. They made a buttload of these coins. So just the Philadelphia coin, they made $2,933,255,000. So there's plenty to go around there. However, the importance and the draw of this coin is going to be those varieties. Now, here's kind of a glance at some recent sales on eBay. If you're looking to buy into some of the sealed inventory of this particular date, this is what you would expect to pay. They are averaging anywhere from $25 to $30 shipped to your door for one BU roll. A BU roll is considered a bankroll with nothing but brilliant uncirculated coins of all the same date. So a solid full roll of 1972p Lincoln Memorial cents commanding that $25 to $30 range. It's crazy because this price was a lot higher about 3-4 months ago. It was nearly triple the price of what these sold here for recently. And the good news is you could buy them in quantity. If someone is selling like a lot, you could get them for a lot cheaper still. All right. So I did add in that 4-roll lot down there, which, you know, kind of looks like it's a break-even point between buying 4 single rolls and then, you know, the 4-pack down there. I did witness one guy selling like 40 rolls to the tune of like $18, $19 per roll. So that's even better discount. The more you buy, the more you'll save. Okay. And that's just BU rolls in general. It doesn't matter what it is. The more you sell in one lot, the more of a discount that you're going to offer per piece. All right. So 1972, yes. The coin, a lot of them are still out there in beautiful Midstate Grades. You can make the argument that you could sell these raw or you could sell them graded. It really doesn't matter much to me. You could go either way. As a matter of fact, this 1972 you see here, this is actually the FS 102, highlighted by some very strong doubling. It's not quite the 101, but 102 is no slouch. You can see again the motto, Liberty, and then the date showing some really nice separation and notching on all of the numbers there. Really pretty. I've owned a number of these over the years, have found them in BU rolls, and have had a lot of fun hunting for these. And there are quite a few remaining out there in the wild today. So if you think that these things are hunted out, think again. With nearly 3 billion of these produced, there is going to be enough of them to go around, and you're going to be able to get your lion's share of these. If you guys are on the East Coast, you're going to have a much easier time at finding these because these are minted at the Philadelphia facility. So all the Philadelphia coins tend to kind of stay close to where they are minted at, and that's the East Coast of the U.S. All right, so the biggest variety out of them all, good luck finding this one, is going to be the FS 104 doubled die obverse. Ironically enough, it is the least dramatic doubled die out of the 9 recognized Favaz Stanton varieties, bar none. However, it's one that sells for many thousands of dollars, even beating out the FS 101 head-to-head for the same grade. This one here in the Midstate 66 Red is, of course, a top-end premier top-flight coin. I believe this one sold for like $5,000-$6,000 within the last, I'd say, few months. You know, it's a true rarity and a coin that really does not pop out that much in the marketplace. So there again, this one right is hiding out there. It's going to take an eagle eye searcher to find one of these. I've never personally found one. It's been, you know, an Achilles heel of sorts. I so badly want to find one of these 104s. There's just not a lot of them out there. All right, the second coin, ladies and gentlemen, the second date that you guys need to know about. Be on the lookout for these at coin shops and all that. 1956D. Lincoln Wheat Cent. Yeah, we're throwing the wheat cents in here. Wheat cents are quite common, as you guys know. In even nicer condition coins like this, you could pick up a 56D in a 2x2 holder at a coin shop for around 50 cents. Cheap. I mean, really cheap. Now, the big draw with 1956D is going to be the varieties. You're going to be buying this coin specifically to look for all of those repunch mint marks that really anchor this coin as being a top 3 draw of Lincoln cents to be on the lookout for. Mintage wise, again, plenty to go around. The mintage for this one here comes out to 1,098,201,100. So anything over a billion, it's very plentiful in all great states. This is a coin that if you found the right varieties, ladies and gentlemen, they are all highly liquid in today's market. I don't see too many repunch mint marks from this state selling for less than $5 to $7. Okay, so if you do come across them, save them. That's going to be the big hunt for these. Here's a little bit of a look at the BU roll market. These are within the last day or so. So very fresh market data. We have one that sold for $39. Another one that sold for quite a bit more, $48 by the time you factor in shipping. And these are, again, original bank wrap rolls that have the bank, the Federal Reserve Bank sleeve right on them. Those are the ones that typically are the more desirable because they're original, fresh, never been opened or hunted through. You just got to make sure that the integrity of the paper is intact when you're buying these. So yeah, I mean, you know, very expensive. These things are not cheap. However, I've seen coin shops sell 56Ds based off of gray sheet pricing. So their bid pricing on a 56D is like $22. So you could catch a dealer that adheres very closely to gray sheet. You could buy this roll for around $20. And because of that, it's going to represent a true treasure hunt. If you're able to get these for $20 or less per roll, you're going to be swimming in a lot of fun. All right. And I've had, again, a lot of success hunting 56D BU rolls for under $20 even today. So the best of the market, of course, is anything sold on eBay because you have thousands of people, collectors, gravitating toward these listings. And, you know, if you live in a locale, you know, where you don't have coin shops or you don't have, you know, collectors that have these or any other way of hunting or sourcing these, sometimes eBay is the only answer, and you're going to pay up for things like this. All right, so as far as the coins, they all come very gemmy. As long as you pull them out of a BU roll, they are quite stunning. A lot of the coins for 56D, it's a very well-struck year, tend to come out of the roll in grades of 65 and 6. All right, so very nice chase here with these ones. Here are a couple examples of the RPMs that you can look out for. Now, get this. There are over 130 individual varieties across RPMs, double the dies, both obverse and reverse, categoried on coppercoins.com. Probably one of the big premier websites specifically dedicated to copper coins, specifically Lincoln cents. So there are over 130 known and attributed varieties of different types for 1956D. That in itself is a huge reason why you should be hunting through this specific date today. All right, the next one and the final one. All right, yeah, you figured 1960D would be on the list. Most specifically, we're going to be looking for the large date variants. Although if I did come across small date variants, I wouldn't throw them back because there are some varieties for the small dates as well. But the large dates is going to be the big chase for this particular date. All right, so this is our biggest, spiciest, trendiest mover within the last 12 months. Out of every single date that we've talked about, and believe me, there are other dates that are very, very searchable. 53D, let's not forget, that's a big one as well, among a few others. 1960D has enjoyed just an incredibly booming market as of late. People want to hunt through this date. You know why? It must be because of the over 290 attributed varieties for the date via coppercoins.com. All right, so if you want a hell of a treasure hunt that you know there's a lot to look for, 1960D is the one. Now, 1960D with the 290 plus varieties also spans small dates as well. The BU rolls have been going up quite a bit. Okay, it used to be we could pick these up for between $8 to $10 as recently as 1 year ago. That is simply not the case today. Now, there are insinuating circumstances where you can kind of get close to that number, and that's why I added this graphic here. So individual rolls, if you wanted to buy just a roll, you're going to be somewhere north of $20, as you can see there. However, if you're lucky enough to find someone that has a lot, like the top lot right there with 12 rolls, all BU 1960Ds, you can get them for a hell of a lot cheaper. All right. So in that particular case, that person paid just a smidge over $5 per roll. That's the ticket. That's how you do it. Now, I didn't really see how BU the coins are. They can be BU brown, BU red brown, or BU red. It doesn't make any difference to me personally because I like to hunt through all of them. Variety-wise, amazing, huge. We have the FS 502, which is the RPM on the top left corner. You can see the secondary Denver mid-mark is punched west. It looks familiar, right? It looks like the 1956 FS 501 that we looked at earlier in the show. Yeah, very similar. That is a hot variety right there. And then take a look at the one on the bottom right corner there. That is RPM number 16. You can see the secondary Denver mint mark shadow punched north of the primary. So it's saddled in between the 9-6 and then just poking through the top of the main Denver mint mark punch. How cool is that? But the biggest draw for 1960D that is continuing to make waves today is this one here. It's our own dual variety, small over large date, doubled die obverse. It is an FS 101, and it's also a repunched mint mark, so it's the FS 501. So the two arrows that you see here are a couple of the markers. That big fatter zero on the earlier die states, you can actually see a separation line of the smaller zero to the larger zero. And everything like that. This is an incredible piece. I've owned many of these, both raw and graded, and they are hot sellers today. This is the big one right here, the dual variety 1960D. And this is like one of the big chasers today. It's so unique to find something like this that that's the big reason why that they have grown exponentially in today's market. Again, like if we look back 5 years, this is a coin that you could have picked up for under $40. Okay, not so today. A lot of them are usually either double or triple that amount of money depending on grade. So that's the big draw here for 1960D. And that's like what, we've already seen a number of samples, a real small sample size of what you can find on all three of these dates. And I highly encourage you guys, if you're out at the coin shows or the shops, or you're looking through someone's inventory, someone private party, and you find some of these BU rolls, strike when you can, because they are drying up. People are cracking these original OBW rolls. They're really not saving them because of the thrill of the hunt. All right, so as always, we have to put this in there, even though it's kind of like counter the message of what we just talked about. Information provided in this video is for educational purposes only, not financial advice. Please collect and or grade your coins responsibly. Thank you guys for such a great video, by the way. Haven't done one of these in a while. Glad to put some fresh eyes and perspective on what you can find out there. And they do exist. And it's a lot of fun. And you guys will have fun with this as well. Yeah, that's it. Happy hunting, ladies and gents. I'm your host, Sean, with Blue Ridge Silverhound. Back at it again. You guys take care. Happy hunting. And I will see you next time.